pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Carol's sick, so I'm taking the chair tonight. Yeah, she can't even speak, I don't think. She has no voice. So, hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving. And then Vicki, do you have a road report for tonight, or are you just here for the executive session?
No.
Executive session. Bobby, and then who else are we waiting on? Bruce?
Bruce said he'd be here, yes.
So we'll just try to get through these and then,
Alex Henry said that he's not gonna be here, so we'll have to postpone it for another day.
okay.
He
So
didn't say when.
so
His was not.
he won't be
to
in tonight.
No, his was not the CEO of something else.
Okay.
The cemetery update is, I don't know if they're even here.
Well, I'm wondering how
Oh,
well,
that's you. Sorry.
I'm wondering how well people know that it's 5 o'clock instead of
6,
6,
yeah.
because I'm sure they were eager to be here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they were here the last one, yeah.
Yeah, okay, well,
That's good, yeah.
I know that they were, but the long and the short of it is I can give people a brief overview
Okay.
of the reason for that. And, I mean, because we haven't had our workshop yet, the 3 things that I'm going to focus on are cemetery safety and sidewalks. So that's sort of an area that, one of those is a cemetery. You know, I love what they're doing. You know, the Historical Society has a great passion. They've gotten a lot of donated money towards the work that they've been doing. And I was hoping that they would give us a brief overview of the condition or health of our cemeteries. I know I've visited a few of them, all of them actually, and I know that they're in dire need of some help. And I think it would behoove of us to help foster their efforts by virtue of whether it's in-kind work that Dickie's doing out there now at the Corey Cemetery, or you know, bringing in fill for some of the sunken graves that can be leveled up, or the writing of stones. Because I think when people drive by them, if you're from away, I think they look at it and they say, oh, you know, they take a deal of pride in their town, and they take care of things. And, you know, do we have to? Not necessarily. Is it the right thing to do? Yes. So somewhere in next year's budget, I would like to have us try to find a sum of money yet to be determined to help match whatever they may raise to a certain amount for their efforts. So that's where I was going. So I'd like to,
Is Lauren involved in that?
Lauren, Barbara,
Good.
and that,
Well, in that group, learn, I mean, there are many
oh yeah,
do's and don'ts.
oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know how much we can physically do,
Well,
because there's so many restrictions.
Well, see, the only thing I'm really touching is the perimeter.
Right.
I'm not getting into the.
With maintenance though, there's a kind of a blanket coverage on even our own family cemetery. I think you can move things around to a certain extent.
But I mean, as far as like anything I can do, I can't really get in, and I don't have the equipment to do the light work that some of these really need. And with the way some of them are laid out, but I mean, the roadways and whatnot, we can kind of.
and that's all, I was
Landscape out a
just
little
trying to
bit.
find a way that we could either help them in some financial way by matching whatever they, I think last year was 2,500 they raised. So even if we match their 2,500, that gives them more
But
ability.
we gotta be getting into more than one cemetery.
Oh, I know, see, but that's part of, if we do this, this is what you need to do, is to spread it out.
If this is going to be a matching fund, wouldn't it be appropriate to put that as an item on the meeting in August?
You see, this is one of those reasons I would have liked to have had a workshop, so that we board members
You would
could
still
talk
have to do
about
that
this.
though,
We would
as a
have,
matching fund,
we would have to put money in the budget
right?
It needs to be a warrant, doesn't it?
at some,
Right.
But in theory, we can be doing that in.
Is there a cemetery
Next
committee?
Yeah.
I mean,
As a matching fund with an outside organization.
But is the budget meetings start, which I'm sure will be coming right around the corner
Oh, yeah.
before we know it.
Right.
We can certainly
Bring that up.
set some
The
time.
way
to
I
get in there.
understand it, going way back to when I was a kid, I used to mow the cemeteries here and whatnot. I really don't know that they're actually been turned over to the town and we are responsible for them as a town-owned cemetery, or if it's just a maintenance program, or what it is, because there's a lot of things that I'd like to know there too, as far as, like, why don't we keep the traffic covered and come the middle to the end of November
Well,
through the spring?
There are a lot of places that I'm familiar with that have gates
They
that go
close the
across
gates,
at the first
yeah.
of November or the first of December.
I mean, and it's not to be
It
a
just
hard ass about it, but
keeps
it's
things from
preserve
rutting,
it.
keeps things from rutting up in the
Yeah.
spring or in the fall. Understandable. I mean, there's a lot of things that I think we could do.
But I mean, I just don't know if we actually know those things. Whereabouts we stand with them, other than mowing them, maintaining them, help to maintain them, or.
Is there a cemetery committee?
I don't have an answer.
No,
Might not be a bad
But it's
idea,
like-
do some due diligence and find
Maybe
out what our
ahead
responsibilities
of the
are.
budget meeting too, maybe we can get Barbara to come in. I mean, she certainly
Yeah.
probably best
Probably
Yeah.
does have a lot more information than we do.
address, because
And
she
quicker.
works with that, organization that's
Jill.
been clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's the whole idea, is I would like to have us look into helping them
Yeah, I think it's great.
make us look better.
Well, they usually get him down here about 4 days a year.
Yeah.
It costs an average of $1,000 a day.
Yes.
We had Lauren come into the Lions Club to meet with us, and we gave a donation for this coming year's
Yeah.
So you think that
fund.
if we can put it through a budgetary, that would give us maybe an extra day or two, or they're like so.
I don't know how his schedule is.
Yeah.
I've never worked with him. I know there are a few people that do.
Right.
And
So, yeah, I think Barbara
it's
would be
quite an
good.
entailed process.
Might be
Yeah.
getting tough though.
And, I mean, that just touches on the beginnings of it. I mean, it's like the people that mow, is 10 weeks enough? Could 12 weeks be better? And I know what they get paid. Listen, I take care of a public cemetery, I mow a public cemetery and 2 private cemeteries over on the island where I go. I know how difficult it is. Is what we're paying them adequate? That's another thing. I mean, it's just a bigger picture of if we have a dry season, it doesn't take much mowing, but if you have a wet year like there was 2 years ago,
Well,
you
the thing
could
is-
use an extra couple
And
of
the thing
weeks.
that's unique here, is you have them damp foggy mornings and then when it burns off, the sun burns it off and whatnot, and that creates the grass to grow, and especially in town, maybe not.
Yeah,
Lubec has its own climate.
yes.
Sure.
I know East Machias, you can get away with not having to mow that more than once every month and a half.
Mm.
Where you even my lawn, and in fact, you have to mow it.
Twice a week, twice a week.
So that's, I guess,
All right, so we can,
keeping it short, I think
let's
that's
put it
a
back on the agenda
that's-
again, go over it again.
whole ball of wax that we need to look at as part of maintaining what we have.
What do we want to do on the assessors meeting? Do we want to go into assessors meeting? Or do we want to wait till Mark's here?
I thought we had discussed that we would have Mark, do you remember?
I thought he was gonna be here, but there's some meetings he couldn't attend. These were from last week that you guys didn't look at because of the signature line. Because you guys didn't address them last week, so they're new again. Or still, I should say.
So they're from last week.
Yes,
And
Or
these are
last
what
week.
Mark has already worked on.
yes. Yeah.
I
Last,
just couldn't remember, I thought we decided that we wouldn't do these unless he was here.
I don't know, you guys were
I would
discussing
prefer
that.
that you be here,
Okay,
so
I
that I
Yeah.
can ask questions versus just trying to figure this out.
So perhaps
You know, until
we,
next time?
Can we table this? You guys all right with tabling this
I'm
until?
okay with it, if anything comes
so
up.
perhaps we ought to have on his calendar,
When he can do it.
every second meeting that we have, we'd like to have him here. And if there's nothing for him to be here for, then
He can do
he
it.
doesn't,
Are
but
are there any here that are really time sensitive?
None of them are all 24.
but at least he can have it on his calendar so that he can schedule accordingly.
Yeah.
Do we need to motion that, or does it matter?
It's motion to table
Table, so.
the
All in favor?
assessors.
and tabling what the assessors need.
We'd rather Mark be here, especially where there's 6,
To explain
and
it.
then one of them is actually quite hefty, and there's another one I don't understand, so I don't wanna guess. I think one of them was like $3,600, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna
4 or
table
5,
that.
I think.
You got the warrants?
Motion to sign warrants.
Yeah, okay.
All in favor?
And while that's going around, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of November 20th. You were here, as you
Which
mentioned.
I was not.
Second? All in favor?
Approves okay for just approving minutes?
If I could think of names, it would be all right.
All right, personal property tax write-offs.
Is this finishing up
That's
well?
finishing up from before, yeah.
Right.
This is the last of,
Yeah.
okay.
Um, Ruby put in, and it's up to you guys if you wanna sign it tonight, for the year 2018. We're not sure if the 6 years goes at the commitment date, if that's so,
Or
the
it's
6
the
years,
calendar.
or the calendar year. I sent the letter to legal, but I haven't heard back.
I think it's calendar, but
I mean, you guys can sign it if you want and write it off, or we can table that one until the next meeting. It's entirely up to you guys.
well, see, that's part of it, is if we. I mean,
If we get it wrong, then it's gotta come up again.
If you use 2018, this would be the 6th year
Yeah.
at the end of the month, which is where I was going with the
Yes.
next question is, how are we doing on 2018? Have we done any?
No, this is 2018. Like I said, they committed in October of 2018, so, and we just don't know. I mean, until we look it back to it. I don't know. I mean, if you sign it, you can't undo, I don't think you can undo it. I wouldn't think so.
I think we should probably table that
And then we
until the
can-
next meeting.
Can we modify it and do all of them except for 18?
Yeah, it's by year. They're
Okay.
So
individual.
prior to
Let's
18.
just
Yeah.
do all of them that we
Yes.
can and get it
Yeah,
out of the
that's
way.
what you have to do them by a separate year.
So this is only 2018.
No, it's,
No.
Prior to,
Okay.
so that's
17 and-
greater than the 6 years. That's where we're stuck,
Leaving
is
the
what the
18
cutoff
until we
is.
get
So it's 2012 to 18.
13.
13 through
12 last.
13,
17.
17.
Oh, there we go. For the year
I'm sorry, I
2013.
hear a
13,
number of different numbers
14,
here.
15,
13 through
16 and
17, 'cause
17.
18 we're gonna
Do we need a
hold.
motion on
Okay,
that?
13 to 17, but not to 18.
Right,
We're trying to determine whether it's calendar or fiscal or,
No,
as
okay.
opposed to previous time.
Do you guys want to review this before we make a motion?
I've seen it in the
I think
book.
I've read
You've
it.
seen it?
Yeah.
Do we have a motion?
Did you make it, and I'll second?
I have
Oh,
it.
so make a motion to,
What's the verbiage on that? Is it-
It's personal property tax write-off.
a motion to sign the personal property write-off from 2013 through 2017.
Second.
13, 7. All in favor?
Yeah, that was, I'm gonna miss that.
Well, you know,
It's
I'd like
nice
to
reading at the end.
save
No,
two-
it's a good point though, Mark, that you brought up.
Save
It's-
2 or 3 trees, but not.
Yeah.
break any
But why
pages.
continue to carry if we can't go beyond the 6 years?
So my question is, because we can start, we don't have to wait on 18 to find out whatever, because we're gonna, if we don't do anything on 18, and it is calendar
It
year,
is.
we've
Well,
lost
that's what I
that.
thought, is if they, I would think they should answer either, well, I thought.
Well, we're
today,
still
but
done, we still have
the rest of
another
the-
meeting.
We have one more
Yes.
meeting.
Yeah,
Let's put it on
Our,
the agenda for the next meeting.
Are there any of them that are on 19 and forward that are businesses that might be either for sale or being sold?
probably the same, not to be smart, but they're probably the same ones you have on the list there from the previous years.
Because I think if that's the
I
case,
can look
you'd want to tap into them pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't know if they're looking for,
It looks like we
most of these are closed businesses or people that have moved away, or no longer have a business.
So for next meeting, could we,
Yeah, we can get a list of
do we have an
19
update
through
as to
20.
how many
Yep.
have been served?
Oh, I'm
the
sure,
civil
yeah.
service for 19 or whatever, 18, 19. The sooner we can get it done, the better, because that's just that much more that doesn't get printed in the next book.
Okay, so while we're on that, served, and do you mean like served for a small claims court or just?
Correct,
Okay,
yeah.
so while we're right on there, do you wanna make a motion to go forward with small claims court proceedings? So that way it's voted on?
Well, I think that's an obligation that the tax collector has given them anyway, for the
Well, they
town.
can, they don't have, I mean, they can, but I just wanna make sure that, because the last time anything went to small claims court, it was, comments were made that the person was under the office too much to small claims court, and it was ridiculous. So I just wanna make sure.
Someone has to go.
Well,
That's what I wanna make sure,
I
whoever
mean,
goes, it may not be, I go over, I'm done, and that's it, it could be a 3 or 4 day process.
Do we send
time
Ruby?
process. You can,
Yeah.
doesn't matter to me, she can go.
well, I mean,
or-
we are obligated by her obligation
Yeah,
to
to
collect taxes,
yes,
so,
or write it off on it too, yes.
I mean, let's just get it done. I mean, I would,
Within the 6 years, let's pursue it.
Mm-hmm,
and then keep after it,
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, keep after it after that.
yeah, and I'm hoping that they'll do some guidance to make sure, I don't know if there's any letters, I mean, we send out the tax bill, personal property once a year, we don't send out past due notices.
So
or
we actually,
anything.
do we actually have new ones every year, or we just going by the old ones spinning the book?
You're supposed to, I think, check with
Yes,
them
they're-
for
yes.
updating.
They're
Um,
supposed to send you a form by a certain date in, I think it's May, that they're supposed to send you a form with what they have for personal property. I think, if I remember reading rightly, if they don't send you that, then they don't really have any leg to abate
Right, and
their bill.
that,
Like,
I guess I would go with, if it sort of affirms, our request of you, is I would make a motion to have the tax collector or
a representative, whatever.
a
Yeah.
representative of the town proceed forward with the,
Personal property.
personal
yeah.
property tax,
Collection.
collection.
Quick claim deed. You guys reviewed that? Must have been a
We
lien we had on someone's property, right?
wanna make that a motion on, vote on that, cause
I-
that way we've done it, and,
I don't think it's a bad idea. I'd entertain a motion.
well, that's what I was just, saying.
Oh, I thought you was asking them, sorry.
Well, yeah, well, I thought I
I
was.
was writing it down.
You know, I talk a lot, nobody pays any attention. Would you read that back, please?
I'm just, well, my shorthand's not, who's to
I
ask, but.
was
How do
basically
you wanna
saying
word
that we
that?
should ask the tax collector or representative of the town to proceed forward with the collection of personal property taxes through
Small claims.
Yep.
small claims.
Second? All in favor?
Perfect, thank you.
Quick claim deed. Did we go over this last time?
No,
And this is paid, so we just need to sign?
Yeah.
Do you have the original? Or,
oh, no,
Is that
yes, sorry, you say it, no.
Is this a blue pen thing or no?
Nope,
Nope.
that's just liquor
Okay.
licenses,
we need a motion on this as well?
yes.
Motion sign the
Quick claim deed.
quick claim deed
For,
inhabitants of said property. And how much we
Lot
pay bonds.
43,
Yeah, where is it?
lot 43, tax map 5,
Oh, there it is, yep.
described in deed to CMJ Realty Corporation of Robert E. Tyler,
Second.
Sandra O. Gorham.
all in
Second,
favor?
yes.
Town safety policy, do you have that?
Those were in your,
I don't have it.
no, I sent them in, nope, those aren't the safety policies,
Oh,
that's
wait.
the other one.
Which one do I- Oh, okay.
I think I put them in the box.
I didn't see it.
Did I email it before this packet, because it
I
was so
think you,
much?
I think
Yeah,
you
you
emailed
I
it.
think I emailed
Because
it.
I looked at them and I looked at the other, things from the labor standards
Yeah,
and.
I have copies if you wanna look. I'll have it.
Yeah. And I didn't get that in my box.
I think I-
That's
I
the
think I
BOL?
Yeah. Well,
I
this
read
is
it
their-
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go into executive session on this.
Is that a list of new safety policies?
Not sure. Let me see what she brings out. while we're waiting on that, any other business? Mark, yeah. I thought we already covered the sewer abatement the last time. Vicky, didn't we cover the sewer abatement the last meeting? Oh, it was the bill that we went over. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, most of that stuff in
The
that
BOL.
is, stuff that was overlooked shouldn't have been. Because it's pretty standard stuff.
Was there something penciled in on that abatement?
Yeah, what's the sewer abatement?
Oh,
We were just trying to keep moving while you were getting that.
over here. Yep,
What
this
is
is,
this?
it's a sewer abatement. Someone got to bring in their, meter reading, sub-meter reading, I should say.
Did they give it to us, or do you get it from the water company?
No, they have to give it to us, yeah.
Okay, and there's an abatement sum of $71?
Yes.
So they get the number from the water company,
Yeah.
No,
or?
the water company, reads their water, and
Yeah.
then they have to look at, they have an outside meter that does
Right.
not go through the sewer,
Yep.
and they read that meter.
It's for $71. You guys want to review that?
These are the, emergency action plans, they're the graphs by department. Red is what's been added. Line is what's taken out.
Oh,
Is this
so
a
those ones.
good segue into our executive session, or do we?
Could be, but I got a couple, one more thing.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, I wonder if we should just
Well, these
go
are,
over this then.
you can, I mean, these are the, it's just a hazard communication plan, it's something that we had, and I just updated, like, took Kenny's name out, and just put in, like, the operator. That way
Okay, so
if
there's
things
really not a
change-
lot new here.
No,
Is
it's
this
just,
something we can review quickly as a,
you probably could, yeah.
okay.
So the, this one has all the same for all the departments.
Okay, 'cause I don't see any red amendments in this. I don't see
No,
any.
those ones, there is some
Yeah.
in different ones, one of them does have some red in it.
You had, you probably late.
This one right here, was it?
There's none in that.
So
Here's some.
took the late number,
Yeah, I have
and
this
gave it
one.
Okay,
so,
there's some.
so say, yeah,
It looks like there's not a lot of changes.
Nothing
There's
that
changes
much.
in names.
with the abatement, did the reading go in late, which accounted for them being charged more?
Their sub-meter reading to the town came in late. It came in yesterday, day before.
So it's a difference of $71
Yes, because it was from September.
But that will be made up, I mean, that will be absorbed
in the next
in
bill.
the next bit.
I would think so.
Yeah, they rebate it off now, and then it will go towards the quote for the next one, yeah.
Okay.
I can entertain a motion to
Oh,
either
sure.
accept or deny that.
What's in that?
The 7176.
Reference sewer account 1836. I will move to rebate $71.76 to the owner of that sewer account.
Second.
All in favor? All right, let's try to get through these, the town safety policy updates in.
And we have one more, appointment papers.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the other thing, the other business. One for, so,
yeah, what was this under?
Other business, oh, what did I mean?
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll put that back on.
We got a couple appointment.
Sorry, it's the reindeer, they're getting hungry.
It looks like, John Nielsen to the Harbor Board Committee, and then, Anna Carter to Shellfish Committee. Do we have a motion to accept either or both?
Motion to accept both.
Second? All in favor?
And always thank you for
All right.
sometimes.
Yeah, I know Anna, she's great. I don't know, John Nielsen. so let's go to the, safety policy.
Okay.
Which ones are updated? So you have the master,
This is the hazard communication, this is a little bit longer. This one, it covers all the departments.
okay. So who made these amendments? You did?
I went in and changed people's names, yeah.
Okay. So where are the changes so that we can verify that?
This one, I don't know why this one is.
That me or you?
Some of them on the emails were in red, where they had been.
Yeah, and I
This
saw
one
some
here,
of that. I
this
just want to
has
make
a
sure.
red
Or
there.
striped.
Okay, so the red will be the amendments.
Yeah.
Looks basically Burning Farmer was added. And then a title change here from, office, the recycling staff instead of office staff.
Yeah,
You guys can review that, that's that
this one
one.
here, there was no changes.
No changes?
But we just wanted to update them where it's been older.
And then the bloodborne pathogens, didn't this come up in the BOL report?
Yes, that's why we're redoing it.
Okay, and you added hepatitis B vaccination and exposure eval.
Changed it from people's names to titles, so that doesn't have to be updated anytime someone changes.
Good.
And added,
Oh, geez.
I don't know if these are, what they might come into for issue. I mean, you never know if someone falls at recycle center, they might have to clean up something
Yeah.
afterwards. I sent it to MMA Risk Management, Jason Johnson, and he said that it looked good.
So they've signed up on this?
So not yet, not until stuff goes there.
Okay.
But the MMA Risk Management guy said that it looked good. This was stuff that wasn't in,
This is sharks disposal.
that was not in our plan, but was in the voter
Doesn't the
labor.
book need to be somewhere in particular? I always remember that.
Well, it was always kept at the office, there was one up there, but we're finding out there needs to be one, in every department,
At each
everywhere, yes.
location,
With their
yeah.
own copies of everything.
Yeah,
And that
okay.
OSHA reg too?
I think so, yeah.
Bobby, you got any comment on that?
On the bloodborne?
Yeah.
I didn't cover fire department, because I had no idea what they were
Well,
gonna do.
you-
He did his own.
All right,
I know the camera was on.
yeah.
But the bloodborne patches, we go over that every year.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that they got us on, if you go one policy to the existing policy, all the same wording, right down to anything. The only difference was the copy I was using to review with the guys was 19.
So it was out of date.
And there's new information added, from the
Right,
one
it
that we
went
had.
from 1998 to 2013.
Okay, we can talk more about it.
Yeah, 'cause all the red stuff is, has been pulled out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
hepatitis B, the hep B vaccination's been out for 20 years, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got it in mid-90s for grad
I
school.
never had it. So that wasn't in the plan.
So just vaccination language, where'd you get this language?
I got it from the voter labor's pamphlet,
Okay. Is that one, yes?
policies. These are the long ones, these are written hazard communication plans for each department. If you guys wanna all look at a different one at the same time.
Is it still a big yellow binder that you had to go in? or-
That's the, not MSDS anymore, SDSs, those are,
Okay.
It says definitions and titles.
As a minute,
You did all this?
yeah,
Jeez.
so these are the same as your emails, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Which
looked
I
at
had.
it.
So you guys are good with that?
Yeah.
And then those three, there, Vicki and Bruce and I have gone over, I presented it to them, they made corrections if they needed, if they,
So you're
needed it.
feeling good with about these?
Yeah, they all seem good with it.
Just a lot of housekeeping stuff.
Yes.
And have the department heads review them?
Yes, they reviewed them before I even presented them to the select board, so there's no such, present them something that isn't right.
So these go back to you. We have a motion to accept these amended changes to the safety policies. Anyone?
So we'll,
All in favor?
And nicely functions, I think.
Yeah, thanks for doing all that, that's a lot of work.
I still got several more to work on, but as we go, I'll put them down here and there.
Okay. Committee updates? Mark, you got anything on the, marathon? Haven't talked to you about it in a
I
while.
was, at town last Tuesday.
Okay.
Last Tuesday or the Tuesday before yesterday, thank you. And I'm in hopes to make the one down here next, Tuesday at the Lubec.
Yeah. Is there a chance we could pull it off for 25, you think?
It looks good. I mean, I was reading some of the emails. Dan sends the emails around of where they are in the process. coming together.
How about the town getting good feedback from people as far as interest and?
Anybody that I've talked to, and I try not to talk too much, but they have been supportive of it. And I think one of the biggest things is they all say, it's gonna take a lot of people,
Mm,
to get out and
run it,
work different
yeah, staff.
portions of it. So
Yeah.
that'll be a big part that we'll have to help generate the interest on, I think, when time comes.
Dan?
A lot of volunteering.
I got enough.
And we don't have, planning board here tonight, he's off, and our CBO, Alex, nothing from Alex.
No.
And I haven't been to any committees the last 2 weeks. Public comment? Well, we need to motion to adjourn to go into executive session. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
What's the title and section?
Yes, we're gonna go into executive session 1 MRSA 4056G, which is basically, what is that, not evaluation?
Exam.
Examination.
Yeah,
Results?
examination, yeah.
Okay, so the select board is done, we're going into executive session,
Okay.
all in favor?
Oh, shoot, don't do anything yet, I gotta shut that
Thank you,
off.
Mr. Rule. Good evening. Wish it was a little more eventful. Have a safe walk home.
Try to get everybody in and out of here, we got a storm coming.
10 o'clock an hour.
Is it late?
Yeah.
It's okay, I did it in the morning.
These are all.
Just a little dusty and then
Okay.
rain.
Let me shut this off.
Yep.